What's up, y'all? This is the Antonionachio. Welcome back to Terraria. Last time we discovered the Lizard Temple, went back to it, managed to go through a sandstorm, and find an unconscious man known as the Town King, which you can attain him by clearing either the Eater of Worlds or the Variant of Cthulhu. Excuse me. Sorry. Depending on which one you get, we'll have him spawn around the world randomly as the unconscious man. Once you talk to him, you'll be able to have him as an NPC. Sorry. And his is pretty unique of its own standards, because there's more stuff that's actually a bit more better, and there are pirates. That's fantastic. Long story short, we have pirates coming in, so yeah. So today I'm gonna try to do as much as I can and show you guys everything around, and we are not gonna I'll reference it, am I right? Alright, so we're probably gonna go back, beat up some pirates. We are way more decked out than we were last time. I cannot forget the time where I got shot in the butt or the ass or whatever and just lost everything. So let's kill some pirates. Here they are. This time I'm a little bit more prepared. It's weird because, like, I'm gonna give you a story about what happened. So I was recording a few of the footage. I had like stuff from like a jungle and stuff, but the problem is my mic was off the entire time, and I'm just like, okay, well, time to try it again. I love this game because there's like so many things you can do, and there's like no end to what's left in the game. Especially when there's like a few major updates as well that makes you want to come back and discover them for the first time, as if we were playing the game for the first time. Man, playing the game for the first time is like better than playing it for like millions of other times and all, but we all have our standards why we enjoy playing games for the first time. But even then, we have finished the pirates. Let's go on the ground. Alright, so with my Fisher of Souls and multiple kinds of bait, I'm gonna go ahead and start fishing here for the batfish. And just like, and obviously as if it's a quest item, it's one of the many quest items you can do in the entire game for the angler. Each quest you finish gives you a variety of rewards, whether it's specific kinds of baits, equipable accessories, or maybe some very interesting, or not me. I don't know. It's like, or maybe they will give you some new rods or poles. So the fishing poles. And there's also crates. There's also crates you can actually fish out. I gave them the nickname fishing out supply drops because, well, it's basically fishing out supply drops for free, so it's all good to go. Take notes, Activision. Alright, also, there are, yeah, so like, there are also like, armor specific, items too, so like, you can get the angler set. The whole angler set just to improve your fishing skill. But there's also, a fishing potion and a sonar potion. Both, one of them, which the fishing potion increases your skill, while the sonar detects the fish you're actually fishing out. Oh, I got a golden crate, that's nice. So these are the way to go if you don't have anything really or ready or whatnot. If you don't have anything ready or whatnot, then it's probably best if you just go and just like try to complete as much as you can. You can fish out multiple fish, like I am right now. It's very difficult. It's kind of difficult to get them. Okay, well, we got it. But I was saying, there are times where it'll be very easy to get the quest item, but there are times where it gets very difficult and be very time consuming. So anyways, let's go back to Grayson, our angler of the world. Why not? Anyways, let's complete the quest. We got journeyman bait, a goldfish trophy, and plenty of silver. So the trophies can be placed as furniture. I'm just gonna place one in his house because he has a better place than anyone else. Let's go ahead and put these back. Also, we got Journeyman Bait, which is the second version of baits in front of, well, obviously ahead of Apprentice Bait, but behind the best bait of them all, Master Space Bait, which is a total of 50% bait power. But it's minusing the truffle worm over here, but this one's a completely different story because it's an optional boss. But I'll get to that at some point soon. Hopefully it doesn't really take too long. Do it at some point. Oh yeah, and yeah, I know I forgot to say this, and you probably noticed, but I'm still working on a few teleporters. One for the dungeon. I'm still trying to make one for the dungeon, and one for a specific arena that I might show towards the end of the game, because I am currently making something that would eventually be more astonishing and surprising, a bit more interesting to look at, due to the fact that it looks like something you don't really occasionally see. But like, it's nostalgic. The only head I got is nostalgic, nothing else. It's basic, nostalgic, nothing else. That's all. That is all. So, if you're wondering where I got like these bait over here, which is grubby, sluggies, and buggies, if you don't know already, these are all from the jungle, but I'll show you how to get them. I'll see you then. Anyways, as from the past week, I have made a lot of changes within my world, making it a little bit more interesting and a little bit more short timing as it would be. This took me a lot of effort just to get things ready and stuff. So what I have above here, as this rope leads, you'll see that the world is a little bit much more different. As you climb all the way up here, just ignore the wyverns, they won't bite. So we have like a small lake over here and a smiley face. I made it for positivity. A smiley face to bring in all the positivity within this game. Yeah. Also, this sign right here I made is actually very helpful at times because I decided to make a helpful sign for no specific reason. So it shows the way to the jungle, the sky lake, but I also want you to be aware of wyverns and marsh improves. Wyverns are self-explanatory, while Martian probes are quite rare as they rarely spawn at night and even in space. I think it was like 5%. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. My character is being a bit self-aware, is not knowing the dangers that lies ahead. There he is. Anyways, we have a sky lake that we can use to go fishing with, and a wyvern slowly coming in to catch its prey. Not today. Not today. So as we continue on to our right, I have edited the jungle and made it a little bit bigger and a little bit more transportable. And as we continue down, you may see a tub of water onto your bottom of this mini map that's right below me. There are some great giant flying foxes, but they're not really important. But there's also a huge tub of water over here that I created because fishing reasons. Anyways, let's head down to the dungeon. Let's head down to the underground jungle. Yeah, to the underground jungle we go. Alright, so here we are. So these grasses over here, they will really instantly drop grubbies. Not rubbies, but grubbies. You can always catch them by just getting the bug net, and to get one, and obviously you get one from, obviously to get this bug net, all you have to do is find the merchant and buy it off from him. And then at rare occasions, you will see buggies. And if you hit like grass, vines, anything around the jungle, grubbies will spawn, especially grubbies will spawn, sluggies will also spawn. And then occasionally you'll rarely see buggies, but like they're more powerful than each one of them as you can continue through this game. And as we continue on up, we have man-eaters. We'll have to kill some grubbies by mistake. We found a slugging, they are falling. Got a couple of buggies. And another buggy. And buggies are basically the best bait you can get here in the jungle. But occasionally, yeah, these are probably like the best bait you could probably find if you cannot find any fireflies or butterflies from butterflies. Especially if you're using like water candles to actually get them, and it's still a real pain to get them. So like this is the only way to go, and it's probably one of the best reasons to get them. Probably one of the best reasons in my personal opinion. Other than just getting bait from like quests and especially crates as well. It gets pretty difficult. But yeah, this is basically how you get some grubbies, or at least some bait. As from all of that, you can always get you can always go back and get some more, but you're always welcome to try to get other kinds of materials or even fireflies, which I got water candles in here is because it'll make critters spawn more often. But like the NPC presence will decrease the enemy spawn rate, which can be not really. I mean, I wouldn't say it's very much of a pain, but like it's at least kind of brings I mean, to be honest, it's just one less thing to worry about. Alright, here we go. Alright. Okay, bring it on. Oh crap. Bring it on, you guys. Bring it in. Another one. Alright. There's one coming down. Take that, dudes. But oh. Oh, well, that was disappointing. Oh, nice. I am here. Yes. Alright, show me the money. Alright, that's better than nothing. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do on our to-do list is to protect the Antonia crystal. And by doing that, you must need a crystal stand and an Antonia crystal, or Antonia crystal stand to put the Antonia crystal on to open its portals. Anyways, you can obviously buy some ale from him. You can buy pretty much, you know, a lot of things. So you can make. See, these are like 4 characters that protect the heroes of Eternia. These are basically the alternate costumes you see from these characters, and eventually there are these rods having their own defense towers from their respective characters. Like for the Flame Burst rod, that is from the Apprentice, I'm sure. The Ballista comes from the Squire, while the Explosive Trap comes from the Huntress, and the Lightning Aura comes from the Monk. And from all these, why don't we just start from basics to the basics with the Flaming Rod. And yes, you can reforge it into a much better thing, so it's just a base. You can reforge it to a much better rod. And as you continue to reforge it, you can get it broken, taboo, intense, adept, celestial. There we go. Alright, so celestial is probably the highest one for magic. Some may require like ruthless, some may require something else. But I'll be right back. Alright, right over here is the Eternia crystal stand, which is right next to the Lizard altar, which I have no idea why is next to it. Anyways, I moved it here for specific reasons because the truffle is right in. Is because I have the truffle right over here in the middle of the biome. Plus, he's like the only character I haven't obtained yet in this entire game. So once I put down this Eternia crystal, I can use the Flame Burst rod to put down an average speed tower. But I would need Ethereum mana. You know, I would need Ethereum mana to summon the defense itself as its own. Because since it's so I do have the Flame Burst rod. So as I walk up to this stand next to the Zard altar, I have an Eternia crystal which can summon portals. We also have I have a celestial flameburst rod with me, but I can't really summon a sentry unless if I started a defense sequence. In other words, tier 1 and tier 2 and then tier 3 in their own respective difficulties. So this was respectively can't really summon until you have Ethereum mana in this entire game. I mean, 2 Ethereum mana, which is basically something you grab just by defending the area. So anyways, let's defend the crystal! Let me just do... It rejects the, area... But it has to be so it has to be a large area. Okay. Whoops! Minor mistake, guys, but don't worry, I'll fix it soon. Yeah, if I'm being honest here, I love Dungeon Defenders 2. Despite it being free to play, it's still like work together, like it isn't real natural. It is like work together, but still is pretty fun to play. So, anyways, yeah, so you press circle to enter the crystal in, but you wouldn't do that unless you have a large flat area like right here as you can see. So hopefully this works. I'm ready. Yes! Here we go. So right now we have a huge crystal on our right. We have Ethereum goblins, goblin bombers, and javelin throwers. Ooh. This looks awesome. Okay, so I have 7 for here, but I would need 10 to summon it. Oh my god, this is intense. No, get away from it! Waves complete, waves complete. Wait, why am I seeing nothing? You lost the power of creation. Oh god, no, not the power of creation. Alright, so we got our own respective things. Okay, we need as many Ethereum mana as we can before the timer runs out. Or in other words, we're not going to have a good time at this point in the situation. We're going to need as much Ethereum mana as we can to summon these, And if we can summon these, them as, oh, lightning bugs, kobolds, and even more. Oh god. Oh god. No! The crystal's dying! No! This is bad! Oh, this is not gonna end well. Yep. That was a failure. Yep. So I'm gonna go to my expert world, and what I did not realize is that the old one's army is separate into 3 tiers. The first tier being like before you is basically the first tier of the game. The second tier revolves is available after defeating the mechanical boss, and then the third tier is basically post Golem. Man, I started way too late. Let me go ahead and just do this. And then, let's try it again. Alright, so we got at least 4 mana to start. Oh wait, no, 10. First wave's Styrian Goblins, the very first boss in the game. Also the most easy. Also, this is the first tier, so this might be much more easier than the others. Also in here. Whoops. Oh, I can't really destroy him, that's right. You, like, get a refund out of it? Like you can't any magnet? Oh, well, I guess you can't. It's not like it matters anyway, so we're gonna keep on going. This is my expert world called Nazer. I named the world basically this is because it's because I don't have enough for, because I was looking for the Nazer to finish my Antonionachio, which I had on my bottom right corner of the screen. Anyways, let's get back to beating them, but it seems like they're not much of a problem right now, because they're very easy to take care of at this moment in the game. Alright, great, Xavier's here. With another wave done, we go ahead and just try to make as many more flame burst turrets as we can. I kind of love the theme of this, it's great. So yeah, I think I was on tier 3 when this happened. I was like, man, I started too late with this one. I'll tell you, I started too late, so that's why I'm doing it right now, because it's much more easier that way. Flame burst fires fireballs. Alright, and the more Ethereum mana we got, the better it will be at this point. Daddy Moo's not really surprised, or... It's like, everywhere I go, I see the O1's army trying to take one of the crystals. Or something, but it may not be... But even this is a very awesome... This is a fantastic crossover. I love it. Alright, let me get this last one over here and just make a turn to the right. Ethereum Wyvern. Oh, I got a defender medal. I got a Gataweg from the Ethereum Dark Mage. Alright, so we got a bunch of these already. Wow, you know what, I'm really gonna be... I think the one thing I'm gonna do off camera most of the time is basically the All One's Armies. Brand new events. I love this crossover event, and I'm probably sure my brother would love this as well because he's a huge fan. Because he's a huge fan of Dungeon Defenders 2 as well. Anyways, back to my world. Alright guys, before we go, I have one thing to show you, and that is the optional boss here in this game. If you, like I did, obtain a truffle worm from the mushroom biome, which are really difficult to get because there's enemies that can actually kill it, use it at the, you can use it in the ocean to actually summon a actual boss. And ignore this, ignore the power map. This starts a party invasion. Light fruits, I've got so many of these. And I want to take them. Anyways, ignore the Spelunk. Other than the Spelunker potion, which won't do any help anyways. I got myself the archery potion. Although I don't know if that's gonna help. It doesn't matter. Anyways, we also got the iron skin potion, which increases defense by 8. And regeneration potion, providing life regeneration. Endurance potion. Now I got 2 new potions. The life force potion returning, which increases your life by 20%. This probably returns. And I have a thorns potion where the enemy will take damage. I got new potions, which is the wrath and the endurance. Both are 10% respectively. I just got another pirate map. Ignore that. So the wrath potion increases your damage by 10. It's what you used. Just get a bottled water, deathweed, and an ebenkoi, or ebenkoi, whichever you pronounce it, from the corruption. Combine them all with the table, with the workbench that has an empty bottle on top, to create yourself a wrath potion. The same goes to the endurance potion, but you will need armored cavefish and blink roots for this one. But this will definitely help out alongside with the iron skin potion to make yourself life a little bit easier and makes things a little bit interesting. So even then, let's fish out a random boss. And starting here, with that going out, we have our first boss right here. Oh, whoops. Our boss over here, named Duke Fishron, and man, is he powerful. And obviously he is one of the much more difficult bosses in the game, as he charges at you constantly as you continue your way and firing him. Also, I'm using a Mega Shark instead, because it's rather harder, much more difficult if you try to use something else. But yeah. So with all these right over here, the Duke Fishron is one of the much more difficult bosses in the entire game. But he is optional, so you don't really need to fight him just to get towards the end of the game. You're always welcome to actually go against him to get much better armors, although his equipment is going to be a little bit much more helpful if you actually decide to get him. So as you continue to take out Duke Fishron, which is one of the more difficult ones, just don't do what I did, otherwise you would not live or survive. So continue on gunning him. So you continue gunning him down. Use potions if you need to. Be careful not to get out of the ocean because he will be enraged. So what I'm doing right now is I am circling around him. But I will recommend the Rod of Discord because that would actually be much of a help anyway. Oh boy, he's enraged. He is enraged. Oh boy, this actually gets more terrifying because Once he becomes enraged, things will get a little bit more difficult from here. He's a little bit faster, he's a little bit more agile, and a lot more difficult, well, to deal with. But once he does have a health anyway, so we should be able to take him down with these. Well, I don't know about taking him down with these. I'm using chlorophyte bullets, by the way, because it's much more easier. It's because it's easier to hit the boss in style. Well, not in style, but like, it's much more easier to hit the boss without missing a ton of bullets or wasting a ton of bullets. But it's kind of difficult, especially if you're doing this in a small world. This actually gets a little bit more difficult because, like, because you need to pick up an area where you can easily dodge, where you can possibly easily dodge the fish rod. Oh boy, it looks like I'm back to regular bullets. So what I'm gonna do is this. You know, I don't know why I'm not doing this one, to be honest. So like, circling around him can be a good option, a good strategy in my personal opinion, because it basically kind of helps out a little bit. But like, maintaining your distance from him is very important, because if you're not close to him and not prepared for all this, you could possibly die. But even then, we have took down Duke Fishron, one of the much more difficult enemies in this entire game. And in the process, we got the Frenzying Tsunami, in which you fire... Oh, that's just disappointing. Oh well. In which you would fire 5 arrows at once. So let's get back to our place. Oh, this was probably on the other side of the world, by the way. So that was about it. There are a few more I can show you in the next episode. So hopefully you guys can stay tuned for that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching me do these specific kinds of activities and stuff. If you like to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe my channel and you can see more and stuff, and we can always keep in touch. But if you like what you see here in this episode of Terraria, you're always welcome to leave a like, which makes it more amazing in this entire game. But if you want to give me some feedback, some comments, opinions, or anything else which you'd like to put down in the description below, feel free to add a comment down, and I'm always one. I might not respond depending on how busy I am. But even then, that's all I gotta say. And this is Antonionachio saying that I will see you next time. Have a nice day. Is this just me, or am I hearing the freaking lunatic cultist? Where is that sandstorm? Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Here it comes. That's okay. And another! Bring it on! Bring in your worst! And another one! Another one! Where's another? Make it a challenge for me! I am the legend of this desert! No one can stop me! There we go. Equip these and this, and I look awesome. Oh, I look awesome today. Oh, what's the sign say? Oh.